Skanska is an international construction and development company whose humble beginnings start in Sweden in 1887 manufacturing concrete products. They quickly diversified into a construction company and in 1950 made a major move into international markets. During the next decades, it entered South America, Africa, and Asia, and in 1971 the United States market. In 1984, the name Skanska, already in general use, became the group's official name. Construction is the largest business stream by revenue. The operations of the other business streams involve investments in projects that are developed and later divested. With regard to infrastructure development, this often involves public-private partnerships. Skanska was ranked number 1 green builder and number 3 green contractor in the United States in 2007 and 2008 respectively. They also ranked the greenest company in the United Kingdom in 2011. Despite belonging to an industry with a generally high environmental impact. One of Skanska's most notable projects includes the World Trade Center Transportation Hub project. Skanska fabricated and erected the steel for the Oculus Structure Transportation Hub in New York for the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. The Santiago Calavaltra design is comprised of approximately 11,500 tons of structural steel consisting of portals, arches, and rafters that combined give the structure its unique shape similar to a bird in flight. To erect the Oculus structure, Skanska used 2 highly specialized tower cranes manufactured explicitly for this project. The Oculus is the centerpiece for the new hub and will serve more than 250,000 pedestrians per day as the primary link for access to New Jersey PATH trains and 11 New York City subway lines. Another notable project is 30 Street Mary Axe, also known as the Gherkin. It's one of London's most distinctive landmarks. Standing 180 meters above the City of London, this iconic Foster & Partners design skyscraper was constructed to high sustainability standards, groundbreaking for its time. Skanska's in-house team combined its skills to deliver this icon in less than 3 years, on time and on budget, while working in one of the busiest areas of London. The building has stimulated interest in architecture and sustainability and regularly features in architectural events taking place in the capital. The iconic design is now a prominent and recognized part of the London skyline. Skanska is working with the University of Washington's existing Animal Research Lab expansion of 83,000 square foot 2-story underground animal shelter. The facility, to be built into the south face slope next to William H. Fogg Building, is intended to allow the university to modernize and consolidate animal research facilities on campus and house the Department of Comparative Medicine and the Non-Human Primate Center under one roof. Cost of the project is estimated to be at $125 million. A determined group of animal activists is leading a national campaign to stop the construction of the Animal Research Lab. They scaled trees on campus, protested in front of officials' homes in the morning and evening, disrupted meetings, and sued the Board of Regents. So far, their activities haven't put a dent in the lab's construction schedule or the university's resolve.
Skanska's commercial development division in the U.S. began in 2009, focusing on Class A office and multifamily buildings in select urban locations, and they now have a portfolio of over 5 million square feet.
Skanska acquires, develops, leases, and divests commercial properties located in select core urban markets in the U.S. and Europe. In the U.S. thus far, their developed or planned for development properties are located in Boston, Washington, D.C., Houston, Arlington, and of course Seattle. Since 2009, Skanska has developed approximately $1.5 billion in nearly a dozen projects within these markets.
They are now looking to expand into other markets, primarily in the southeast or the west coast, such as San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York, Denver, Dallas, Atlanta, and Miami. The large majority of their projects are self-financed and they serve as their own construction managers typically. In the last 5 years, they have invested $3 billion of their own capital in new ground-up speculative buildings in 9 countries such as Denmark, Finland, Hungary, Norway, and the Czech Republic, and they have delivered 11 million square feet of mostly Class A sustainable office buildings. Sustainability is a major component of their developments. Their goal is to achieve a minimum of LEED Gold certification for all of their projects. For many of their projects, they have obtained higher certifications such as LEED Platinum. Since the late 1990s, they have been involved with the idea of sustainability, and as of 2014, they launched their first green corporate bond. This offers the capital markets the opportunity to invest in Skanska's green projects. Under their 5-year plan, Skanska wants to boost their property development in the residential, commercial, and infrastructure markets so they can equal their traditional construction size. Over the past 5 years, Skanska's commercial development has doubled its earnings to deliver nearly a third of profit, alongside its traditional construction business and to smaller divisions for infrastructure and retail property development. Its capital gains from the sales of commercial development projects in 2015 were a record $322 million. Their aim is to create value by offering workplaces that foster innovations and productivity while reducing risk. For Skanska, the average development cycle from project idea to completion is 5 to 7 years, as you can see in the chart, from building permit and zoning to selling of the property. All of their projects are developed with a sale as their ultimate goal. Specifically in the Seattle area, 3 properties have been or are under development by Skanska, as indicated in the map. They are in proximate location to each other, one of which is west of the University of Washington, and the other 2 just south of it. The first property that I will discuss is Stone 34, which is a 129,000 square foot mixed-use building constructed in 2014 and located on the north side of Lake Union and west of the University of Washington. Briefly, it is a LEED platinum structure that is retail on the first floor and office above with underground parking, 218 spaces of which are plug-in for electric vehicles. 8,500 square feet of pedestrian open space is also located on the site. Brooks Running is now headquartered at this property, and they have a large amount of retail space on the first floor. The second property is 400 Fairview and is also a mixed-use property containing 336,000 square feet of gross building area that was completed in 2015. It is another LEED platinum structure that has ground floor retail and office space above, as well as a rooftop deck that's provided as common area and amenities for the occupants of the structure. The third and last property in the Seattle market is the 2+U building located on 2nd Avenue. The building is currently under development and is the newest development in the area for Skanska. This is the largest of 3 properties with 670,000 square feet of gross building area. It will be a 38-story mixed-use building with the Class A office space, 20,000 square feet of retail, restaurant, and arts and cultural space, and have 30,000 square feet of open space. This is a unique development where the tower will be elevated for 3-block pedestrian passages, creating a forest of columns at the street level and extending building facades and retail spaces closer to the street. The public space is to be located under the lift of the tower, as shown in the images. The project is anticipated to be LEED Gold and completed in 2019.